Hey friends and soul family, good afternoon. Today's Tuesday. We're gonna do a daily message. We're jumping into, I think I might make this a little series. We're gonna do archetypes. So I shuffled my archetype deck. I got 6 cards and I wrote down my reading for them. So we're gonna go through them, okay? The first one is the storm, okay? So right now, we're all going through a storm. I know you feel it. I know I feel it. And really what's happening is life is taking the course where everything that we knew is being undone. Everything that is being reversed. So everything that you felt was solid, giving you a foundation in your life, is being ripped away by fate, literally. And that's why right now our lives kind of seem disorderly and dysfunctional. What we need to do is stop fighting the storm. Seek support, whether that's in a reliable friend or an actual resource, a professional resource. Make sure you're also searching within yourself. You need to figure out what's actually going on in your life. What is it that is being flipped upside down, right? And once we start going with the storm, stop fighting it, and kind of going with the flow of things, with the change, that's when things are going to start to feel like everything that is happening is for a reason, and the things that are being ripped away and being undone, there's meaning behind it. There's a purpose. It's because you're making space for better things, for moving on. And I think because everything is so dysfunctional and disorderly in our life, this next part is really going to help us kind of refocus a little bit and realize the mentor. We are the mentor, right? So we have the ability to read the room. We know what needs to be done in order for us to grow right now. It's kind of like the storm kind of got in the way of that clarity of what needs to be done because so much change has been happening. It's been hard to kind of make that focus, right? So it may seem like the decisions you have to make and the things you have to say and do are harsh, but that's not the case. You're actually choosing to nourish your soul. You're choosing to elevate your consciousness. So you're becoming more aware of what needs to be done, of what's going on with yourself. And you're even becoming aware of why the storm is here in the first place. Why is shit hitting rock bottom for you in the first place? Normally because you needed to make these changes, but you weren't. So things happened the hard way. And think about it like this too. If you continue to fight the storm, if you choose to not read the room, to not do the right thing for yourself, that's you just being selfish, honestly. When quite literally you could be using this energy to be focused on a task, on the change that needs to be done, making things clear for yourself on what you need to be doing. You should feel eager to move on, to heal, to learn, to grow. Okay. Then the lover archetype came out, which is showing us that the connection and partner you need in your life right now, the one who will be able to, if it's not a friend who's going to support you, the partner that you need to support you is going to be someone who chooses to be awake and present in the relationship with no expectations or rules for how things should be. You should have open communication. Things should feel like there's a true connection. You guys should feel like there's room for expansion, for growth, because that communication is open. So if things are wrong, we can talk about it, we can grow, we can heal. If not, if you're not getting that in a partner, what it's going to feel like is attachment, obsession, and that's about it. So it's not even a true, real connection. It's just the person is attached and obsessed with the thought of you, or obsessed with the life they want with you, or obsessed with what they think you should be, or what you guys in the relationship should be. Okay? The Orphan card came out. What this is telling us is, with all of this going on, we need to take a step back and ask ourselves, what are we starving for in our life right now? What is it that we crave? What is it that we need, right? And what has been, or what have we been rejecting that's been keeping us from getting the things that we need? And this also just ties it all in, that whatever we've been rejecting, that's the reason why we haven't been able to move forward. It's because we're choosing to ignore what needs to be done. No more time for that. We got to snap out of it. Once we do start realizing these things, and we're able to realize, okay, this is what I need. This is my plan for healing. This is my plan to get the things that I need. That's when we stop being avoidant, right? That's when we stop letting other things control us, and we actually accept what needs to be done, and we find solace in that. The Mother card came out. This is telling us, this is your reminder, you are the source. You are in control, okay? So what are you going to do about everything that's going on right now? You're going to sit and mope and dwell, or are you going to make shit happen, make things shake? Go with the change. Stop fighting the storm. Since you've been fighting all of these things, that's why you're so exhausted. That's why things are feeling limited. That's why the light in your life is dim. We won't say complete darkness, but it's dim, okay? So if you choose to remind yourself, I am that, okay? I am that motherfucker. When you choose to put yourself first and realize what you need to do, that's when you're going to feel like you're nurturing yourself back to life, okay? Yeah. And lastly, we have the riddle, okay, which is telling us if you've been feeling manipulated, like deceit, you've been feeling the trickery going on in your life, be prepared for that aha moment, that awakening, okay? Because basically what the storm is teaching us to change and to stop searching for the right answer. We got to think bigger than that, okay? Take time, surrender to the truth, or the lessons that need to be learned are going to be learned the hard way, okay? So don't be surprised if little by little, again, you're going to start getting confirmations and things are just going to start to fall in line. Things are going to start to make sense for you, okay? Again, it's an aha moment. You're awakening. It's a season of change, okay? It's time to take control of our lives again. Yeah. It's time to take control of our lives again. And that doesn't take away from all of the things we are already going through. Give yourself grace, feel the emotions, but understand that things are shifting and changing for a reason. So stop holding back from the change. Make it happen. You got this, and I am proud of you. You already know, if you need a full reading, something more personal, definitely book a service with me for the rest of July. Everything is $5 off on the website. Yeah, I love y'all. If you have questions, you know what to do. I'll see you in the next one.